is it? Where is it? I want written.
Good morning everyone, MMDA back on the road. Right now they're in Barangay Central. You might remember this area here was full of informal settlers or squatters, and just after the barangay elections they were all removed, and there's no more squatters or informal settlers here, but there are still some vendors along here, and the barangay have asked the team to clear it. So you see the sidewalk clearing team are coming in now, and they'll be confiscating some of the stuff, putting it on the back of their truck. But it looks like the owners are removing some of it and putting it over here, although I don't know if they really have permission to use this space. But they blocked that van off. They wanted to issue a ticket for illegal parking on the sidewalk, but he drove away, and they're asking now for his driver's license. They pulled him over to the side now, so he won't be obstructing the road. Unfortunately, he can't show a driver's license. Normally if they come across a vehicle being driven by someone who can't show a license, they would impound the vehicle, but the impound area is still full, so all they can do is write out a ticket to the plate number. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this black car for illegal parking. Actually, it's causing quite a lot of congestion because there's a lot of traffic on this street and it's only 2 lanes. And over here they're looking at this one parked on the sidewalk, and they're looking to ticket this one for the same reason, obstructing the sidewalk. And in the distance there they just stopped that motorcycle rider not wearing a helmet. And again, today's operation is being led by the barangay, so they are the ones to say, hey, I want you to clear this street, don't touch that street, I want you to ticket this. And yeah, we'll see where they lead the team. And over here they're issuing tickets to these 3 taxis, all of them parked on the sidewalk. It's actually a requirement to get a franchise that you have off-street parking, private parking. So well, and over here they're issuing a ticket to this one, same problem, parked on the sidewalk. And over here they're issuing a ticket, lady on the back of the motorcycle without a crash helmet. Although this is a public road, you'll see people put posts out, even if it's to prevent people from parking there or to reserve parking. The problem is it's a public road that's meant to be open for all vehicles to pass through. So by putting those posts there, it's an obstruction, and they're being removed now, put on the back of the truck. And they're also issuing tickets to these 2 vehicles parked here. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this gentleman. Unfortunately, he wasn't wearing his helmet. He's put it on now, but it's too late, so 1,500 peso penalty. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this one. According to the barangay, it's been parked here for a long time, abandoned, but the team don't have any tow trucks, so all they can do is issue a ticket and hope that one day it gets moved. And over here they're issuing a ticket to this SUV parked on the sidewalk. It looks like they have a big garage, so maybe it'd be better if they just parked it inside. It'd be a lot cheaper. And over here they're issuing tickets to these 3 vehicles. The barangay said no parking both sides. And they're also issuing a ticket to this little van here. There's a lot of complaints right now from local residents. The lady with the SUV is complaining, hey, I didn't know you're not allowed to park on the sidewalk. These residents here are saying, hey, I thought it's a one-side parking, but according to the barangay, there's no one-side parking. So the enforcers are following the advice of the barangay and ticketing both sides. One of the enforcers is trying to convince the man to give his license, because it'd be a much cheaper ticket if he just gives his license and then drives away. If he doesn't, they'll have to give him the more expensive ticket of unattended illegal parking. So he's actually trying to help the guy out, but the guy is saying, you should show me an ordinance that says I'm not allowed to park here, when in fact it should be the other way around. He should show an ordinance saying he is allowed to park there, one that's been approved by the city.
Where is it? Where is it? I want written.
Some of the residents are still complaining and being told they should have been given notice. They brought out this letter from the DILG. I think one of the enforcers had it in his bag, and it's the memo 2019-121, basically directing for the clearing of roads. But even without this, the MMDA have been doing this for years, and they have the mandate to clear the roads even without this. But it's good that they have this here just so they can show it and say, hey, look, it's been ordered by the president, it's been ordered by the DILG. Her argument is, well, why did the city and the barangay and everyone give me clearances and permits to do a business if I can't load and unload or park here? But what they're advising is, why not put it inside your garage? It's more than big enough to fit the vehicle, so put it there instead of parking on the sidewalk. And over here you'll see they're issuing a ticket to this one. Bonus points for obstructing the PWD ramp there. It's being flagged over now for not wearing his helmet. Unfortunately, it's on the back of his box here. Over here they're issuing a ticket to this one parked on the sidewalk. This vehicle over here is also parked on the sidewalk, but there's no way to issue a ticket because there's no license plate. All it says is lawyer, and well, how can you write a ticket to that? Plus the MMDA don't have tow trucks, so unfortunately there's nothing they can do about this one. And over here they're looking at this vehicle parked on the sidewalk. She asked if she could just be given a warning because she didn't know she's not allowed to park on the sidewalk. But they said unfortunately not. Part of getting your license is to learn things like that. They're now on Agham Road and they're issuing a ticket to this vehicle parked here and to all of these taxis parked here. I think there's 6 in a row. Over here the SCOG team are removing a bench that extends out, or a shelf, and they've actually removed it from here before, but they just installed a new one. Of course, in an ideal world, the barangay would walk around and do the same thing because the MMDA can't be here every day, of course, have many areas to clear. The team are now on QC Circle, and although they're nothing to do with this clearing, it seems that something's happened here. Some stores are being torn down. Maybe they were ordered by the city to demolish this. I'm not sure. I guess they must have also had electricity here because I have a TV, some wires, even a baby's crib. So maybe some people were living here, a fan and extensions. If you look at the property, it says this is a government property dialysis center. So most likely this easement is also owned by the government, and I expect that's why they've demolished this or asked them to self-demolish.
Yung binibigay ni Kapitan na ito ang ipapakita pag dumating sila, hindi nila binabasa. Pero pinipictura namin sila. Hindi nila binabasa yung mga papilis na pinapakita nila sa amin. Hindi magandang ginagawa nila sa amin, kagawad. Hindi maganda talaga. Walang notice. Walang notice na ano. Walang notice. Walang notice. Hindi maganda talaga. Pero kasi hindi ko. Oo naman. Pero sir, mula sa gutter, 8 meters na po. 3 beses na po kami umurong. Sinusunod naman namin sinabi ng barangay at saka doon sa City Hall. Linalakad namin yan araw-araw. Eh, yung 3 stall namin yan, kagawad, napasok na yan, pinictura na yung 3. Oo, kasi yun ang kumpleto na papilis. Oo, napictura na kami doon sa 6th floor, yung 4 pa lang ang kulang. Araw-araw namin, nilalakad namin yan. At saka kung ano yung lapad na hinihingi na, binibigay namin. 3 beses na po kami umurong. Kaya nga hindi nila kami mababaan ng notice eh. Walang notice. Kami matigas ulo namin eh. Sinusunod naman namin.
According to the vendors over here, their permits were cancelled or not renewed back in August. And according to some MMDA, they went here 1 week ago and the vendors agreed to self-demolish. And well, I guess they didn't, because another team came through this morning at some point and demolished those structures. And over here the team are issuing tickets to these vehicles obstructing the sidewalk. What a way to park. And believe it or not, this is actually a school. So imagine those children who aren't lucky enough to drive in a car, they're just walking or commuting. They're going to be forced to walk in the road and potentially they could get hit by a passing vehicle. Anyway, they're just writing out the free tickets now and then advising them to move the vehicles. Over here the SCOG team are taking down this, well, I'm not sure what it is, some kind of structure. I'm guessing they sell food and drinks here. And you'll see they've left a ticket on the windscreen of this vehicle, unattended illegal parking, 2,000 peso here on the sidewalk. And over here another vehicle being ticketed for parking on the sidewalk. And they're taking away this umbrella, it's been left on the sidewalk. And they also removed these concrete posts out of the road, and they're also confiscating the rope. Someone had roped off the whole thing. Again, this is a public road for all vehicles to pass through. It's not meant to be that a private person or a corporation will rope it off as if they own it. And they're actually using the sledgehammer to break those posts so they won't get reinstalled in the road. I assume they'll take the post, but they'll probably ask the barangay to take away the concrete in a dump truck. If you don't break these posts, 100% they'll be reinstalled within hours.